So today I'm going to do a video on why you might not be seeing the progress that you want, whether that be with like fat loss journey or weight gain, muscle gain, progress in the gym. Maybe you feel like you've just plateaued for a few weeks, not really sure what's happening. I have been there. I get a lot of questions on this, so I feel like it would be helpful. It is hard to figure out kind of because there can be a lot of reasons why you're not seeing progress. Rather than sitting here and going through it, I feel like it'd be more fun to go about it throughout my day. Before we get started, make sure to like and subscribe. It'll mean a lot, and make sure you never miss one of my videos. A little overview of my day. I'll take you through a glute and quad workout just real quick, and gonna go on a long walk then. I have to break in some hiking boots, few homework things I've been meaning to do forever and haven't done. Here is my outfit for the day. These ROSA leggings actually launched March 14th. These are the SALSA and I love them. I've had them forever. They had to make some adjustments from these though. That's why they took so long to come out. But yeah, I'm excited. And my Inaka sweatshirt, I cut this off myself and I also love it. It's so comfy and cute. And just a plain white tank top. Let's go make some breakfast, and we'll start with the first reason you might not see progress. Alright guys, so since I just woke up, I thought I'd make the first one something that I don't see a lot of people talk about, but this is prioritizing sleep. Like, are you getting enough sleep? Because there's been so many studies that have linked obesity and inability to lose weight, weight gain, to sleep deprivation. If you're not getting a consistently good amount of sleep, you probably aren't going to see the best results, because sleep is so important to so many bodily functions. So your ghrelin, which is the hormone that makes you hungry, will be higher when you don't get enough sleep, and your leptin, which signals your body's like full, it's like your satiety hormone, that is going to be low, so you're going to be hungrier and you won't feel as full, which leads you to eat more food and be more snacky and make worse choices of food. So when you don't get enough sleep, your cortisol level rises, which is like your stress hormone. Body's working overtime, feeling stressed, feeling like it's about to do fight or flight, and it just can't focus on the functions that you need it to focus on to optimize your progress and your body composition. Probably the most common one, if you're not seeing progress for fat loss, you probably aren't in a calorie deficit, but highlights probably aren't, because I'll go into being too much into a calorie deficit in a bit. So first though, if you're not in a calorie deficit, you're not going to be losing weight. Your body has to be using more calories than it is that you're consuming. And this can be from a variety of ways. If you're tracking macros, you might be mistracking your macros, or they might just be too high. You want to make sure to look for like sneaky things like the oils you use when you cook, tracking your meat, whether it's uncooked or cooked. If you're not tracking macros, you might just be overestimating portion sizes. You also just, in general, like if you're not tracking, that's totally good. You don't need to. I don't track. But definitely just pay attention to your diet, because you really can't like out-train a bad diet. You're gonna need whole foods. Definitely make it like 80-20 rule. So 80% whole foods, 20%, you know, snacks, whatever. But make sure in each meal you're getting carbs, you're getting your protein in, you're getting some vegetables in. So watch your portion control, do all that, focus on whole foods. But don't restrict yourself, like focus on whole foods, but you still can have bagels. Like bagels are great, and I can eat a bagel every day and enjoy it very much because I'm getting enough nutritious calories otherwise. And if I don't eat my bagels, then I'm gonna be like really craving them, and eventually I'll eat like 5 bagels at once, and then my digestive system will be fucked up. Yeah, when you cut out whole food groups, you're gonna crave more of that food, and then you're just gonna end up binging. You're gonna end up overeating a ton. I like to think about calories as not during a daily thing, but as a weekly thing. So if you want to like go out during the weekend, maybe just like eat a little bit less during the week, a little bit less, not a lot less, a little bit less. So you can have room for like a few drinks. Those are a few of my pointers, and I'm gonna go finish this breakfast, do some work, pay attention to whole foods, pay attention to what your diet's made of, try to be more mindful, and get enough sleep. Our dryer is broken, so I have to hang dry everything, and it takes so long. And I have some lunch. I have a potato, big old salad with some almonds, cashews, tomatoes, balsamic, light balsamic, goat cheese, mushrooms, tomatoes, I don't know what I already said, spinach. Yeah, then potato, and then I already had my vegan banana nut Bowmar protein. Fantastic, I love it. Ugh, so good. I'm going to take this little break for a moment to talk to you guys about another issue I see people running into, and that's consistency. Consistency is the key to success and seeing progress for sure. Whether it be going to the gym when you say you will and putting in the effort every single time, being consistent with that, being consistent with progressive overload. I'll get into that in a bit too. Yeah, being consistent with finishing your workouts, getting to the gym, doing them, not just going when you feel like it, because we're not all motivated all the time. You have to be dedicated to it and set goals that are obtainable for you, but do what you enjoy, and then you'll be more consistent with it and you can slowly progress from there. With diets, it's basically the same thing. If you feel deprived throughout the week, you're going to binge on whatever food you were missing during the weekend. So definitely incorporate whole foods throughout the week, incorporate the foods you like. When you're in a deficit, you will be hungry at times. That's just how it's going to be. So you just have to be comfortable or get comfortable with being slightly uncomfortable during this time, because you're trying to change, and with change is uncomfortableness, but that's how you grow. Another thing which may seem confusing considering my other points, but you might be under eating and overtraining, and or they don't necessarily have to go in conjunction with each other, but maybe you started your fitness journey, at first you were losing weight, now you've plateaued, nothing seems to be working, you've lowered your calories, it's still not even working. You're probably under eating and overtraining. Your body doesn't have enough fuel to adapt to grow muscles. It doesn't have enough fuel to let go of the fat. It's like everything that you eat, it just wants to hold on to it because it's not getting enough fuel. And you're like, I'm doing a lot right now, I need this food, and I'm gonna hang on to it, and I'm gonna hang on to all the fat that I still have. I think a good way to combat this is just upping your calories, basically. You can lower, if you're doing cardio, I'd probably lower your cardio, focus more on the weights, and up your calories. It may seem counterintuitive, and it can be really hard to do that mentally, but in the long run, it'll be really good for you. You can up your metabolism a bit, get it going again, and you'll probably feel more energetic, you'll feel better, and oftentimes like your body recomps a lot better when you have more calories. Just make sure you're getting whole foods, getting your protein in. I can't say for every specific person how much to add or not, because everyone's going to be different. Be aware that if you've been at low calories for a long time, your body probably just needs a break. Like, up the calories and see how it is. Try that for like 3 weeks, see what's happening, and definitely measure progress in different ways besides the scale. I think progress pics are probably the best and probably the easiest, as well as measuring, measuring your waist, measuring your arm, measuring your thigh, and then taking those measurements maybe bi-weekly and seeing how that progresses for you. I love goat cheese and like cooked vegetables in your salad. Oh, make it so much better with the nuts. Just get a variety of flavor, a variety of textures. It's amazing. Alrighty, so it is time for the gym. I think it's like 2 o'clock, I'm not sure, but I'm going to pack up my stuff. It's a quad and a glute day today, so I'll take you guys with me, show you some of that, and give you my last couple tips on why you might not be seeing progress. Pre-workout action. I'm gonna take a half scoop of the sour gummy and a half scoop of the Bowmar strawberry kiwi non-stimulant, and this one is stimulant. That was sour. To see progress in the gym, you want to make sure you're using progressive overload. I make sure I do this by tracking my workouts. I use my notes app. I track my exercises, sets, reps, and weight. It is likely that if you got into weightlifting, you probably saw a lot of progress, even if you weren't tracking your workouts, because it was a whole new stimulus. But as you get more into it, you do need to be a little bit more meticulous about it to make sure you're progressing each workout and not just going with what you feel like that day, because sometimes you may be more tired, but if you know you did it last week, you know you can do it that day. So it's important to write it down and make sure you're doing a little bit more every day. I just feel heavy as fuck today, and that's okay. Getting up to 3x3, and then yeah, we'll see from there. I swear to God, every time I do squats, I have to run to the bathroom before my first set, otherwise I'm gonna piss myself. And today, in these leggings, you can definitely tell if I pissed myself. So here we are. As you get farther in your weightlifting journey, you may not be able to progress in each lift each time. In fact, you definitely won't be able to, but try to at least progress in one, and you should still be seeing progress. If you find that you've plateaued on a certain lift for a while, you might try varying your reps and sets a bit, work on progressing in your weights in that new set and rep range, and see how it goes. There's also the issue that you might be doing a movement too frequently or too infrequently. When you're not doing it enough, it's going to be hard to progress because you just don't have a lot of opportunities to progress, and your body can't grow that quickly because it's only doing the move like once a week. So if you really want to progress like in your squats, maybe try them twice a week. Make sure to have rest days in between. If you're doing it like 4 days a week, your body probably just can't do it that much. Your muscles are tired, they don't have enough time to repair, and you need more rest. So make sure you're giving yourself enough rest to allow your muscles to build themselves back up. To maximize your progress in the gym, you want to make sure that you're using compound movements. This will be like lunges, squats, bent over barbell row. Machine isolation exercises are great, but they will usually only work 1 to 2 muscles, while compound exercises often work like 4 muscle groups. So Because you're working more muscles, you'll be hitting them more frequently, and you'll be able to move more weights altogether, getting a lot more bang for your buck than the machine exercises. I usually try to do at least 2 heavy compound movements at the beginning of my workout and save 2 to 3 machine work, isolation exercises for the end of my workout when I don't have as much energy and I'm a little bit more tired. So overall, in the gym, you want to make sure that you're pushing yourself consistently, you're showing up, you're tracking your progress, and you're using compound movements. Standing up, everybody's gonna see it. All you need to know is that we're holding on. Even if we fall, we will rise up and we follow the path that we believe in. No, we're not gonna stop until we reach it. All you need to know is that we're holding on. We rise up from the dust and claim our throne. My last tip is just give yourself time, you know. If you're in a calorie deficit, it's going to take a little bit. You're not going to lose 10 pounds overnight. It took a while to gain it. It's going to take a while to get it off. So a lot of good, sturdy health changes will take months to years to really change. And that may sound frustrating, but a lot of times the long-term changes is what sticks and you can have for the rest of your life. It's sustainable. So yeah, get good sleep, focus on whole foods, make sure you're eating enough, push yourself in the gym. If you've been on low calories for a long time, try pushing them up a little, push yourself in the gym, push them up for like 3 weeks, see how it goes, monitor your progress from there. I really recommend joining groups, joining Facebook groups, having a program, track your progress, and show yourself some love, okay? You're doing good. I hope you enjoyed this. Make sure to like and subscribe. And I hope it was helpful. I will see you guys in the next one.